diversity lady, somebody has been let go of the Disney thing. Because, I don't know. What did she do? Nothing. Since joining the company in 2017, has led the company's strategic diversity, equity, and inclusion initiative. Blah, 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 blah. So a whole bunch of nonsense that doesn't actually mean anything in the real world that brings in this sort of zealotry that the idealists tend to be jealous of because they're like, wait a minute. Pro clutching is for us. You can't pro clutch. We need to pro clutch better and harder and twice as much, right?
Yes.
Right.
I mean,
right. So they complained and moaned about this, and now they got rid of a lot. Oh, Christine McCarthy stepped down too.
Yeah, this is a part of their purge.
Yeah, so they're purging a lot of people, not just this one. So it's a lot of people. They got rid of like 7,000 people. So well, it's not just,
I mean...
Right. It is. It's content, empty content. It is mindless and true. But the problem with that, though, is that the people who want to hear about this all unsubscribed 2 years ago. Or only want to go and listen to the really most extreme sort of things. That's the thing. So when you talk about these sort of things, it doesn't matter what I say about it. People are going to hear whatever they want to hear, right? Mm-hmm. So they're going to hear, yes, take that, the diverse person. Take that, diversity. Take that nonsense, ideological, woke. What is it woke now? Are they still using that word? But no, realistically, this is kind of one of the effects of the boycotts, isn't it? This person and 7,000 other people are now out of jobs at Disney, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know. Is this a good thing or a bad thing?
I tried to find what exactly she did.
Like I'm gonna Star Trek it here. Let's take a look. Let's do a little mental exercise here. Is laying off 7,000 people good for the economy in the long run?
No.
Really? I mean, same thing with Bud Light or any of these other things that people are boycotting out of is this a good or a bad thing?
Ultimately, what you have is 7,000 people will get laid off. They're not going to be able to buy consumer goods. They're not going to be able to pay rent. They're not going to be able to pay their bills. They're not going to be able to pay for...
Well, that doesn't matter to the people who are just mad that they saw a rainbow or a flag that they have to explain to their kids to why they need to be upset by it and offended by it.
And the people who...
You'll be upset by that pink and blue flag. Why? I don't know. They send a can of beer to a kid. I don't know. Go ask your father.
Yeah.
What is that? Why? See, and these kids don't even know what these flags mean half the damn time.
I always said, like, listen,
they make all these adult issues that kids don't even understand what you're talking about. So
yeah, I always said that the way the economy works is, let's say you have a factory, Rob's factory where we make stuff, and we make stuff. I need people to make the stuff. Okay, then I hire people to make the stuff, and I buy supplies to make the stuff.
At the factory though.
And then, and then people build the factory, and I pay people to build the factory, and workers work in the factory. They make the stuff, and they sell out to sell the stuff. And they have people buy the stuff, and they use the wage to buy the stuff and to pay people to fix the stuff when the stuff breaks down. It all goes around a big circle.
Surprised we're not hearing more rumors some of the 7,000 that got laid off. Well, because the people who are making up the rumors are making them up in the privacy of their own homes. And are not actually, being fed rumors. They're just making a lot, or they are being fed it by people who are just making it up in the privacy of their homes, and they're not like checking. So I don't think the people who are being laid off by Disney tend to give a crappity crap about the. They're not going to feed. Let's look at this with our brains instead of our tribes here. The people who got laid off from Disney are not going to come to the people who lost them their jobs at Disney to give them information to get back at the company that just lost them their job. Right?
Right.
Or if they are aware that is indeed what lost them their job. So they're not going to be necessarily feeding the very same people who read their way out of a job. Does that make sense? Am I saying that right? Am I saying that right? Am I explaining this right? So here's the thing. The boycotts and outrage at the quote unquote woke garbage, in my opinion, seems to might be, I don't know, leading to some of these layoffs. Maybe, possibly, I don't know. I could be completely making this up. I could be wrong. I could be just drinking too much blue too much blue juice and be having a sugar rush here. The point is, even though it's just 100% pure fruit juice, what am I trying to say? The point is, those people might see the people who are going, it's woke, as the people who lost their job. Maybe. I don't know. So they might not be too keen on giving anybody their stuff. So that's the thing going on with Disney. Now, what's up with this one? This is just the diversity officer.
Yeah. I can't find exactly any... There's
what
really...
they do. They don't do anything. They just sit around and collect paychecks, all these people. Same thing with Christine McCarthy. Same thing with, Kevin Lansbury. Who's this? Assume role as interim CFO, Chief Financial Officer. Christine McCarthy. I think that a lot of these people were put in place a couple years ago, like when they brought in Christine McCarthy to begin with, and Bob Chapek, just to set up some people in high enough position to where they can point the fingers at, well, this is what you guys cost us, knowing that this is a naturally occurring sort of evolutionary downswing economically that we kind of go through every few years. And just like in 2008, this is exactly what they did in 2008, because I was paying attention too. And they do this with every one of these sort of corporations. This isn't new. What happens? Oh, the economy's in a downswing. Blah, blah, blah. So what do? They let go the lowest level people, and they just keep the meat of the corporation. So there you go. I don't know what else to say about this.
I mean,
I don't know. I think that not only am I not a fan of Disney, where is it? Yeah. So what's going on with this? What's going on with this?
She's leaving the company. Again, we have no idea what she does.
They sit around and say, "Hey, what's one of these characters that you can? Hey, just make an initiative to do an outreach." This is one of those people who come up with ideas and say, "Hey, let's have a celebration. Let's have a Pride celebration, or let's have a celebration for Juneteenth where we all have fried chicken and watermelon in the cafeteria, like at IKEA."
I don't even think they.
That's what they do.
I don't even think they've named a replacement.
They don't need. Like that's the thing.
I think this office might be going bye-bye.
I think so. I think so, because these are like the jobs that the nephews get,
Well, this lady, she worked for Toyota for a very long time, for about 25 years. I mean, she had a long career at Toyota North America, so she knows something. I guess I don't know what. I don't know what her field of expertise is. They know how
to show up and schmooze and apply for the right position. I wouldn't even know how to get one of these positions. How do you get a CEO job? How do you get one of these corporate jobs? Like, where do they go to college for that? Where do you go to school for this? You don't, do you? She was recognized by Black Enterprise as a top executive in corporate diversity. So she just goes around and talks about being diverse. That's the thing. She just goes around and...
My diversity is more diverse than your diversity.
Yeah.
And
it's important to hire diverse people because diversity. That's what they do. Yeah, we know. You don't need to hire somebody to tell us that. Here's the thing. We're getting too many people too quickly. We're trying to figure out a way to handle and process and accommodate all these people into jobs, houses, and we don't have a way to do it yet because we're overproducing like rabbits. That's my opinion here. And we're getting this sort of shifting and settling every so often of stupid crap. Like, you know what? Maybe we don't need a McDLT every 2 seconds. Maybe we don't need this garbage. Maybe we don't need this made up crap. Maybe we don't need the empty calories, Maybe we don't need... And every so often we kind of go through this, right? Every so often we go through this. And that's the thing. We don't need this crap as a society or a species. I'm not talking about diverse people. We need people, but we don't need stupid people. So, become a billionaire today and go on a boat or something. I'm going back to my live chat. Don't you go anywhere.